Hello guys, thanks for joining me. I thought I'd do another short video today on one of my Cold War items, and it's in this particular little cardboard box here. As you can see, the lid says Badge Identification Security Police, and there's a date on it, 3/77, and that is 1977, so this is a Cold War item. And there's a serial number on the lid. And opening the box, you can see it's a metal badge. It's a non-magnetic alloy badge. And it would have been issued to a security police member of the United States Air Force. The security police took over from the so-called Air Police in 1966, and they lasted up until about 1997, I believe. Prior to 1966, the Air Force air base security was undertaken by what were known as I said, the Air Police, and they just basically had normal police duties at the time. However, once the Air Force ended up in Vietnam, they found that several times the installations were attacked by VC and NVA, so they had to take a more active combat role. So in 1966, the security police was set up, and they were more of a fighting unit as opposed to regular police. And they took up security for air bases from then on. And as I say, this one here is my example. It's a unissued one. It still has the original plastic wrapper on it, so it's never been issued, which is quite nice. These are beginning to command a premium on the collector's market these days, so it's nice to find a unused example. The actual badge itself has an eagle on the top, as you can see, with a cloud behind it. Has the security or the Air Force security motto on the shield. And then it says Security Police, Department of the Air Force, United States of America. And there's a serial number which goes with the box here, N6074. That would have been entered into the details for the airman that the badge would have been issued to. So, I've only ever attended one U.S. air base, and that was in Germany. It was Rhein-Main near Frankfurt, and I remember the guards wearing the badges here on their tunics. The tunic, the badge could either be directly pinned into the jacket, tunic, or shirt, or else it could be attached to a leather tab or a plastic tab, which would have been buttoned into the top shirt pocket. In Germany, they did security against, obviously, any Soviet invasion, but they also had a lot of duties against the terrorism of the time. If you grew up in Germany in the 1970s, you'll probably remember the Baader-Meinhof gang or the Red Army faction. They set up several bombs in U.S. Army and Air Force facilities. They killed quite a few American soldiers back in the 1970s. But anyhow, this is my example here, and I'm quite happy, as I say, to have it in my collection. And it's a little box. I'll put up a couple of photographs at the end of the video just to show these badges in use at the time. And the first one will be a photograph of the actual gate of Rhein-Main Air Base, which is the only one that I've ever visited from the 1970s. And the second picture, I think, will be of the gate guards on Rhein-Main, and then a couple of shots of the Air Police with their rifles. As I said, the security police were set up in 1966, and it might be interesting to note that they were one of the very first units to use the AR-15 rifles, M16 rifles, and they continued using the original M16 rifles up until the 1970s, early 1980s. That is without the bolt forward assist. The Army ended up with the M16A1, but the Air Force continued with the M16, the basic original rifle. So that's always been quite interesting. And for me as a kid, I always liked the Air Force security guards, because they, unlike the Army MPs and UPs, the SPs of the Air Force were always issued revolvers. They always had Smith & Wesson Model 15s whereas the army used Colt ACPs. I always thought the revolvers were way cooler than the automatic pistols, but anyhow, as I say, that's my badge here, and quite a nice little addition to my collection. Anyhow, enough yapping. As always, thanks for watching, and bye for now.